Welcome to Northern Hill Farthing. It's pretty windy out here today, but we're going to try to do a garden tour video. As we're getting closer to summer and towards the end of spring, things are going to start changing so much out here in the garden that my plan is to do about weekly garden tours, just so that we can kind of document what's been growing and what's been going on. So I'm out here in the garden right now. I'm going to walk around and show you guys. So this bed that I'm sitting on right here, these are our onions. They are starting to sprout already, which has been fun. And we did some so that they would grow into bigger bulbs, and then we did some so that they would be green onions. And so for the bigger bulbs, we planted them more so like I think 6 inches apart, something like that. And then the ones that are going to be turning to the green onions, we planted them very, very close to each other, so that then that way it's not so much energy going to the bulb to grow, but more so to the stem to be growing. Over here, we have our potatoes, and they're growing, and there are a few that are starting to grow up like this. So I believe what we're going to do is we are going to let them just grow up a little bit taller, and then we'll be adding dirt and adding the mulch mixture as they grow. So we have 3 bags over here, and then we run into this raised bed. This raised bed over here, I have some snap peas, and I interplanted some lettuce. So the funny thing is, at this point, is I'm a new enough gardener that I still don't understand or know, like, are these weeds that are growing in my garden, or are these the actual plants that are growing? So unless I know for sure that it's a weed, like a dandelion, not that I think dandelions are horrible, but I just don't want them growing in my garden beds. I will be letting them grow for a while to see what they do turn into, because I don't want to pull any seedlings that are actually going to be producing and things that I actually planted. This is asparagus. When we got them, we have about 10 of them, and honestly, I'm really shocked at how dead they look. But supposedly that's what they're supposed to look like, and they'll start growing for us. All of this green over here, I do feel like these more so are weeds than seedlings. So like this is kind of big already, and I think that is a weed and not a seedling. But then these over here are tiny, and I'm thinking that these ones are my seedlings that are starting to grow up. But again, being a new gardener, we're just kind of making it work as we go. And then here's some more asparagus, and then we come over here, and these are the rest of our buckets of our potatoes. So like here, this is a grass. Ooh, that shade. So that grass I'm obviously going to pull. And here we have 4 spuds that are growing. And so some of them are starting to pop up, some of them are not. Which is exciting and to be expected. And like this one's way over towards the edge, so I hope it's still going to grow. This is very much so our first time growing potatoes. The bed that I'm sitting by now is our garlic. So I planted this, my birthday's in October, and I planted it right around my birthday, and so it's been in the ground over winter. This was really like the first thing that we had planted. We didn't quite know that we were going to be growing everything this much and this quickly when we decided to plant the garlic, but I just knew it was something that had to get in the ground and to overwinter, and it's doing great. So I have 2 types, I believe. There's 2 types of garlic. There's hard neck and there's soft neck. So these I believe are the soft necks, because I can cut off these here. These are called scraps. And these you can actually like cut off and cook with them. So I might be doing that here soon. I haven't done that yet. And what I realized is I was thinking like, oh, I can get some garlic and I can braid it and make it look all pretty. But I actually don't think that this is that type of garlic. So we have to figure out how to dry it when it comes time. But I don't think that we will be pulling this garlic until June or July. So we got some time to figure that out. These are more peas and more lettuces. So these I can kind of tell. These are actually the peas that are supposed to be growing here. This might be a weed, but we're gonna give it a chance to grow a little bit. And like this little guy here, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it has like a red a red stem, and I feel like a lot of times when I see things start to grow, they have that red stem. These are our blueberry bushes. So we have 4 blueberry bushes over here, 3 and 4, and these all seem to be doing pretty well. Here are our strawberries. So we have 10 little strawberry plants in the ground right around here. And then we come over here, and this is our greenhouse. This is our water system that James put in, so he actually just built that rain collection system right off of our greenhouse. It's been the coolest experience to get to just come out here and get water straight from the rain barrel. It's starting to get low because it hasn't rained, but that is okay. Here is the inside of the greenhouse. So here is actually some plants I just got from a local hardware store. I walked in and they were over like $2 off per plant. So I was like, yes, those are coming home with me. And I picked up quite a few ever-bearing strawberry plants. I'm not for sure what the other ones are out there that we had ordered, but I really like the idea of having these ever-bearing plants. That way when we go along, we're gardening, or the kids come out, they can just pull those, and they will keep growing throughout the year. The other type of strawberry plant is the June-bearing. So really they all come and grow at the same time, which will be great for things like making jams or like freezing them. But I don't know what kind they were. So I'm like, we're gonna buy some more, especially when they were such a great deal. So here, these are a bunch of our tomato plants, some pepper plants, and some flowers. We have some squashes and melons started. This is a rosemary that I just picked up as well. Squashes, we have some melons, onions, beans, and then a bunch of cabbages. Those cabbages that I transplanted a week or so ago are doing really, really great. Here is the leftover in our raised bed. So some lettuces. I got the rest of the cabbage out the other day, and then there's some herbs growing as well. Then here's the rest of those, and then my soil blocks. I need to get those into the ground. I'm just waiting. We're almost out of our frost danger zone, so I'm just waiting a little bit longer. These are our lavender here. Put it down and I throw it up. You gotta hold it there. So I'm not to the point where I'm watering the outdoor garden every day yet. I'm still about every other day. But in the greenhouse, definitely have to check on them more often because they are in such little pots. And for the first time, I think 2 days ago, it hit me. I've been like hauling water in here. And then I thought I was out there just watering. And I was like, you know what? I can just bring my hose in here. And that's how I have been watering today. It has saved my back so much, just bringing the hose straight in here. Our water source is a little ways away, and so what I did was I just got a second hose. That way it's going to be long enough to take all the way across this terrace that we have, and I'm just bringing my trusty hose straight in there, straight in here to water all the stuff. Thank you.
This water.
I'm going to do this one too, okay? Are you out of water? Do you need a refill? Set it down. I'll refill it. Oh, it's just too high? Ideally, I like to get the roots, but I'm one-handed, and I'm not going to be moving these once they're outside and they're planted, so I'm just trying to get as close as possible to the root. And then what I am doing in these is I am removing one plant, and then I'm filling up here. This one has holes in it, so I have that one and then a black one on the outside with no holes, and then I'm just filling that up. Like that, and now there's some water in there. All right, and then this is our kitchen garden that I have some spinach planted in so far. Along with the strawberries that I got today, I also got some herbs to go up there, which I'm so excited for. Thanks for coming along today. Have a blessed day.